Mr. Secretary General, President of General Assembly, President of the Security Council, Excellencies, family members, colleagues. Good morning to colleagues at headquarters, good afternoon and good evening to families and colleagues around the world who are attending the service via live webcast. It is a solemn occasion that brings us together. It is my sincere hope that standing together in this time of remembrance provides us all with added strength in our respectfulness and convictions through unity and reflection. We gather today and by webcast across the United Nations family around the world to remember and pay tribute to our fallen members, friends and colleagues who gave their lives in the service of the United Nations Secretariat as well as in the service of UNFPA, UNICEF, and UNOPS. May I now invite the Secretary General, accompanied by the President of the Security Council and President of the General Assembly, to light the candle representing an eternal flame. Thank you, Secretary General, President of the Security Council, and President of the General Assembly. I would now like to give the floor to the Secretary General to deliver his remarks, including a call for a minute of silence. May I humbly request that no photography is undertaken during the minute of silence, please. Mr. Secretary General, you have the floor, sir.
I'd like to start by asking all of us to join in a minute of silence for all our dear, dear colleagues that have given their lives for others to be able to live. Thank you. Dear family members, excellencies, dear colleagues, we come together to honor the memory of the United Nations personnel who lost their lives over the last year serving our organization. We are here to mourn together, to remember together, and to pay our respects together. And we are privileged to do so with the family members joining us today, whether in person or online. Please know that our hearts are with you. The 77 women and men who lost their lives last year were our colleagues and our friends. They were military, police, and civilian personnel. And they came from across the globe, representing 36 nationalities in all. Their service embodied the principle and the promise of the United Nations, the principle of our common humanity, and the promise to act on it, to work together to solve shared challenges and build a world of peace, prosperity, and human rights for all. Mission by mission, program by program, day by day, members of the United Nations family breathe life into that noble vision. Frequently, they work amidst jeopardy and difficulty. Peacekeepers, for example, are increasingly protecting civilians in places where there is no peace to keep. Humanitarian aid workers are venturing deeper into disaster-stricken regions and closer to the front lines of conflict. Yet, whatever their role and whatever the circumstances, all those we honor today dedicated themselves to others. Their courage saved lives. Their commitment safeguarded those in need, and their expertise helped to build a better world now and in the future. Dear colleagues, excellencies, dear family members, in a divided and dangerous world, the vision and values that our blue flag represents are more important than ever. In the name of those we have lost, we resolve to continue our essential mission. We pledge to keep supporting families, and we commit to continually review and improve the safety, care, and well-being of our staff. And we vow to keep the memories of our fallen colleagues alive, in our thoughts, in our hearts, and in our work to build a life of dignity and hope for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary General. I would now like to invite the second Vice President of the United Nations Staff Union to deliver her remarks.
Good morning, good afternoon, Your Excellencies, President of the General Assembly, President of the Security Council, Secretary General, dear colleagues and families and friends of our fallen, I am honored to share this day with you. We are gathered in person for the first time since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic to honor our United Nations colleagues who lost their lives in the line of duty. We wish that an event like today was not necessary, and yet, for as long as there are casualties among the ranks of dedicated United Nations staff, as long as full and productive lives are cut short too soon by accident or illness, it is our solemn obligation to gather on this annual occasion to honor their memory, their contribution, and their sacrifice. On behalf of the United Nations Staff Union and all our constituents, we extend our deepest condolences to the families of our lost colleagues and ask you to accept our sincere solidarity. The names we will hear today are painfully close to us. The loved ones you are mourning have also left a painful void in our own lives. Working at the United Nations is a daily celebration of diversity and a daily exercise in mutual understanding across cultural barriers. When faced with a loss within our ranks, we are also called upon to understand and support traditions of mourning different from our own. We hope that at your time of loss, you felt comforted and supported by coming together of the United Nations community in all its diversity. Yet for those of you who are grieving the loss of a partner, a parent, a sibling, our words of solidarity will only bring partial and passing comfort. The United Nations work is never fully free of risk, and we know all too well that despite our best efforts, some of the losses we are mourning today could have been avoided. Today's ceremony should therefore serve as a sharp reminder that we must never let our guard down in ensuring the maximum protection for United Nations personnel in the areas of safety and security, occupational health and safety, and mental health and well-being. You have the staff union's steadfast commitment that we will continue to work every day to strengthen those protections, as well as to ensure that prompt and effective support is available to family members when the unthinkable comes to pass. As we pledge to make vigilance, accountability, and mutual care permanent features of our daily work, let us take a step back on this occasion to grieve, remember, and reflect on the great lives we honor today, joining our hearts in prayer that those who have departed may be blessed on their journey, and those of us left behind may find comfort and solace in the love we share for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Second Vice President of the Staff Union. We will now listen to the reading of names of our colleagues who lost their lives in the line of duty while serving the organization from 1st January to 31 December 2022.
Omer Assad Maud Al-Khatib. MD Jahangir Alam. Osama Aliwi. Anne Doe. Abderrahman El Ghanou. MD Sharif Hossein. Rana Muhammad Tahir Islam. Imad Isri. Kalilu Kuma. MD Jassim Udin.
Dadi Bakai Abakar. Ali Al-Jawabra Juma Ali. Brahim Tubaye Ali. Konate Asi. Mohamed Sobi Bassioni. Nasiru Bawa. Francis Combe Cifumbano. Jean Emmanuel Abba. Saratu Haruna. Saleh Dobi Ibrahim. Sadio Kanji. Hussein Hassan Mohammad.
Samir Ahmed Muataz. El Sayed Ibrahim Ahmed Mohamed. MD Moniru Zaman. Motangar Bonheur Rassamnagar. Ahmad Mukur Sabur. El Sayed Musa Abdelgawad Sameh. Mahmoud Jamil Al-Sayed. Sayed Sawi Mohamed Shoki. Bahir Abdelgalil Abdelaziz Sharif. Amadou Ibn Amadou Yusuf. Abdelaziz Samen.
Faizan Ali. Asif Ali Awan. Sheikh Tidiane Bas. Quan Chen. Abdelaziz El Mashkini. Anil Gurung. Bunuif Hassan. Muhammad Ismail. Muhammad Hamil Khan. Sami Ullah Khan. Alexei Misura. Muhammad Saad Nomani.
David Otai. Mohamed Rami. Jason John Sotori. Babar Siddiqui, Shishupal Singh, Dayan Stanoyevich, Jarot Budi Utomo, Sanwala Ram Vishnoi, Azuz Znaidi, Arthur Makule Mills, Nafa Abu Wahab,
Filip Rukugoza, Roxolana Turkovska, Karim Kabore, John Nadi Angmore, Pedro Serrano Arjona, Sean Cormac Rooney, Agnew Ishitu Aptisilasse, MD Manjur Raman, Vilikesa Vasukiwai, Suad Ishaq Suliman Ishaq,
Teresa Marie Bangura, Jamal Saad Bilal, Kafil Majum Dur, Geoffrey Amoli Romano Jacob, Pashupati Karki, Sopa Pusi, Nicholas Justin Wani,
Yurish Hosserman, Mohammad Raza Stanikzai, Morris Okumu, David Alexander Rivas Palacios,
Thank you all for attending this ceremony. Each and every one of the colleagues we have remembered with affection today has left us with sterling examples of their dedication and belief in the work of the United Nations. Their memory will be a lasting inspiration to all of us. Let us carry forward the noble work of the United Nations as a way to honor their memory. Dear colleagues, may I kindly request you to remain seated while the Secretary General, the President of the General Assembly, and the President of the Security Council leave the room. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you again, everybody, for attending this ceremony.